Hey guys, everywhere don scatter. What is happening? Tinubu is no longer the president. Shock as Ariwa leader Shettima exposes terrible secrets. Nigerians, there is fire on the mountain. The national leader of the Ariwa Youth Consultative Forum, Alhaji Shettima Yerima, claims that President Bola Tinubu, who he views as a pro-democracy activist, is no longer in the Aso Rock presidential villa in Abuja. Yerima ascertained that people who supported the president as pro-democracy activists and battled alongside him to create the nation's failing democracy now had doubt about him. In light of the policies of the ruling APC, the national president of the AYCF, a former youth director of the political pressure group, NADICO, which opposed the military junta headed by the late General Sani Abacha in the early 1990s, hoped that President Tinubu has not been overthrown by the usual Aso Rock cabal had occurred during the previous administration. Specifically, he questioned several of the president's decisions that give preference to more senior brigades over junior ones. Some of us now have our reservations about the president, Yerima said in an Arewa Punch interview. There has been a change in the Bola Tinubu I know, and the one I collaborated with in the trenches. I sincerely hope that is not what I am thinking, because I don't want to think that he will get controlled by the same characters. I expect a lot of things would have happened by the time Tinubu got there, making him more confident in the new generation than in the veterans who had previously worked with him and the people who were reappearing behind closed doors for geopolitical reasons. A select few hold significant authority inside the government. Hopefully, he won't allow himself to be carried away. The youth leader cautioned the president to follow the example of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who surrounded himself with people who imprisoned him during his tenure as head of state from 2015 to 2023. As head of state, I meant to say, please pardon me. This drew a lot of attention, and many Nigerians used the comment section to express their opinions. So guys, what's your take on this? The national leader of the Ariwa Youth Consultative Forum, Alhaji Shettima Yerima, has said that the President Bola Tinubu he knows as a pro-democracy activist is no longer the one occupying the Aso Rock, the presidential villa in Abuja. Yerima said those of them who were pro-democracy activists in the trenches with the president to enthrone the nation's fledgling democracy now have reservations about him. The national president of the AYCF, who was a former youth director of the political pressure group, NADICO, which fought the late General Sani Abacha military junta in the early 90s, noted that judging from the current policies of the ruling APC administration, he hoped that President Tinubu has not been hijacked by the usual Aso Rock cabal, as experienced in the immediate past regime. Especially, he raised doubt over some of the appointments of the president that tend to neglect the youth in presence to the old brigades. Speaking with Arewa Punch, Yerima said, some of us now have our reservations about the president, the Bola Tinubu that I know and that I once worked in the trenches is a totally different person now, I hope it's not what I am thinking, and I don't want to believe that he would be hijacked by the same characters. I expect that by the coming of Tinubu, certain things would have happened where he would begin to believe in this present generation than the old men of the past who had worked with him, and the same people coming back technically behind the doors. Some of them have a lot of influence on the government. I hope that he will not allow himself to be carried away. He should learn from what happened to his predecessor. I hope he will be remembered positively, because my prayers are that the present government that I ascribed as our government should live up to expectations. I have my reasons when I said it is our government. It is our government because it's a product of our struggle. Even though I have worked closely with him and recently from a far distance, I will still relate very well to him. I am one of those behind the scenes with my counterpart, Asari Dokubo, making statement for Tinubu's presidency. The youth leader admonished the president to learn from the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who surrounded himself with those who cage him while presiding over the affairs of the country between 2015 and 2023. They say wahala no dey finish. Na so Nigerians talk o. Abeg my people, wetin I get to talk concerning this one now? Make we hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment.